From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Wednesday morning. Many of us waking up to rainfall for this morning, but it should wrap up a little bit later this morning. But we have another round of rain possible for Halloween into Saturday. High temperatures staying put in the 50s for lower elevations, and we'll have a couple more nights where we'll have to be concerned with the frost and freeze potential. But thankfully, we're at the very end of growing season. Okay, this atmospheric river right on top of the lower Columbia Basin into the Blue Foothills and starting to get into the Blue Mountains as well. Looks like the heaviest rainfall for now is on this little line from Walla Walla all the way down to Adena, and so we'll continue to track this as it marches off towards the east throughout the rest of this morning. Wind gusts also a concern for this morning. I think concern is a little bit of a charged word, but the winds are a factor for this morning as we're seeing gusts anywhere from 20 to 40 miles per hour for the Blues, for the Blue Foothills, and also up into the Cascades. Temperatures for this morning not as cold as yesterday morning, 40s for lower elevations. Your day planner forecast, again, we're thinking by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, should be dry for lower elevations. Plenty of sunshine after that, and we'll have a lot more to say about this forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, a stolen car rams police cruisers near the Tri-Cities airport. Our crews were there and we'll take you through the dramatic chase that ended with an arrest.
Plus a chase, a crash, and a gun recovered in Columbia Park. What started as a domestic dispute turned into a dangerous pursuit. We have what led up to the chaos just ahead.
And from volunteer work to varsity sports, a Richland senior earns Congress's highest youth honor. Her inspiring story and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Wednesday, October 29th, and there's some serious wind and rain happening.
Lots of rain. We're apparently getting more of it, especially on Halloween night. So
I know.
Lots to look forward to, right?
Yeah, spooky season's here.
Josh will break down the forecast later on in the show, but we want to start with a crime alert this morning where two cars crashed right through the grass at Columbia Park. This happened yesterday afternoon.
Investigators telling us this didn't start on the road. It all began with a personal confrontation between the two drivers who might be closer than you think.
Washington State Patrol says it all started when the driver of a black Mustang recognized the driver of a white Jetta as someone he had been dating. When he approached, the Jetta took off.
And that led to a chase across town and onto westbound State Route 240, and that ended with both cars crashing into Columbia Park.
Somehow a collision occurs and the white Jetta ends up rolling into the park, and then the Mustang, which is the other vehicle involved, ends up traveling through the park and coming to rest in the park, in Columbia Park.
Authorities say a second passenger in the Jetta was arrested and a stolen firearm was recovered at the scene.
And continuing our crime alert this morning, this one out of Pasco, a man wanted in a string of stolen vehicle cases across the Tri-Cities is now in custody after another chaotic chase, this one near the Tri-Cities airport. Pasco police say it all started yesterday morning. Officers found a stolen vehicle parked near the airport with a suspect inside. Well, when they tried to arrest him, officers say the man used that stolen car to ram police vehicles, a Port of Pasco work truck, and even a snowplow. Police say officers eventually were able to box him in at the warehouse, ending the chase and taking him into custody. The man was wanted in connection to several stolen vehicle reports in Richland and Benton County.
During the contact, that individual decided to use the stolen vehicle that he was in to ram multiple police cars and assault several officers. We're grateful for our neighboring agencies and the assistance they provide. We're very, very glad to have Benton County Sheriff's Office out here to help today.
Police say the suspect was taken to a local hospital to be medically cleared before he was booked into the Franklin County Jail.
In Pasco and looking to the roadways, the city says it's changing how it looks at traffic, and it's all part of a bigger plan to help the city grow efficiently. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with officials about how these updates will impact future projects.
Pasco has seen major growth over the past few years, with new homes, businesses, and neighborhoods popping up across the city. But with all that growth comes more traffic, and city officials say it's time to make sure roads can keep up. And that's why the city of Pasco has updated its traffic rules to make sure new developments pay their fair share when it comes to improving local streets and intersections.
What we did very recently is created a new traffic impact fee. And so there's a list of projects that we deem necessary for the growth of the city. So if the growth happens, those roads need to be built or need to be enhanced, widened.
The city's updated process helps determine how much traffic new projects will add and what improvements might be needed nearby.
This analysis looks at how many homes there are going to be, how many car trips in total, how many car trips during peak times, so in the morning or in the evening when there's most amount of traffic, what's the ins and outs of the development, what's the nearest interstate, how do you get to the nearest interstate.
Smaller projects may only need to submit a traffic generation letter if they expect to add around 30 cars during rush hour, but larger projects like subdivisions or shopping centers need a full traffic impact analysis to see how that extra traffic could affect nearby roads.
We ask for a trip generation letter, and that is where we're asking you exactly kind of the traffic flow out of the neighborhood, for lack of better words. And so that allows us to, number one, look at what's the cumulative.
That analysis can lead to changes like new stoplights, turn lanes, or road widenings, all aimed at keeping traffic moving safely as the city grows.
Maybe they need to widen the road. Maybe there needs to now be a new intersection, like a four-way stop or a two-way stop. Or a signalized intersection.
City of Pasco officials tell me that these rule changes are all part of a bigger vision with helping Pasco's urbanization and future growth, as well as creating better and safer roads.
Our number one goal is to make our partners, be it residents or developers, as easy to do business with the city as possible.
The City of Pasco is focused on continued growth and providing the infrastructure necessary to sustain it. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And city officials say the widening of the corridor for the Broadmoor interchange, as well as creating more corridors for Road 68, are projects they're working on that have been sensitive to traffic.
5:07, and a local student is being recognized for making a difference. With over 800 hours of volunteer work, personal growth, and community service, Marjorie Bunch, a senior at Richland High School, earned the Congressional Award Gold Medal.
Now, this is the highest award Congress gives to young people. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable sat down with the award winner to see how she achieved this amazing honor and also what's next for her.
An award that requires over 800 hours of public service and activities. The Congressional Award Gold Medal, the highest honor Congress presents to the American youth, was earned by Marjorie Bunch, a 17-year-old senior at Richland High School. 400 hours of voluntary public service is just one of the requirements.
Volunteered for my camp. I go to a camp in Spokane. It's called Camp Reed. It's a YMCA summer camp, and so I was a junior counselor there, and I did a counselor and training program, which was a week of service. And then I volunteered at the Union Gospel Mission a little bit, and then I volunteered with bomber swim camps as well.
There are 4 points of criteria that need to be met for the award. That's voluntary public service, personal development, physical fitness, and exploration. For physical fitness, she met that criteria by being a part of the golf and swim team.
She's one of those kids that, like, in the 10 plus years that I've coached, has probably had the most just growth mindset and just overall development as a human being. And so I'm really excited to see what she's going to be able to do when she goes off to college.
For personal development, Bunch participated in mock trial as a defense attorney, where her team would go to the state competition. And for her exploration, she took a friend from Ireland on a trip through the Pacific Northwest, traveling over 600 miles with stops in Seattle and Portland along the way.
Definitely learned a lot about myself through a lot of different aspects, but I would especially say through swim team I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about my drive and when I commit myself to things. And I would say I'm overall a better person because of it, but especially because of the swim part of it.
With the award won, that doesn't mean Bunch is done. She will compete at the Swim District Championships this upcoming weekend. In Richland, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And those gold medalists like Marjorie are given the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. and to meet with members of Congress and fellow award winners.
An amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, go Bombers. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, every year parents are told to double check their kids' Halloween candy. But this year, Police say there's a real reason to be extra cautious. Across several states, look-alike candies have turned out to contain marijuana, among other substances. Coming up, a consumer alert, the signs to watch for, and what investigators want every parent to know.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3.
When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Shop early for the very best selections before they're gone.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, sponsored by Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, proudly awards Isabella of Pasco a new bicycle for being a community role model. Click Bikes for Tykes at applevalleynewsnow.com to find out more.
For 50 years, the three best words in the morning.
Good morning, America!
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. They won't let me out of here.
Good morning, America!
Monday morning, it's time to celebrate our big birthday on
Good morning, America.
Kraken, Rangers. Coverage begins at 7, Saturday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. A little bit later this morning, we should be much drier out there, and then as we head into the day, we're going to end up being completely dry, at least for the basin, for the valleys. Maybe we could have some leftover showers for the foothills, but I'm thinking that's going to clear up by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So after that, a lot of sunshine and high temperatures for today. A little bit warmer. Will be around 60 for the Tri-Cities, but definitely cooler in the valleys, especially in the Kittitas Valley, where we'll be stuck in the mid-50s. High temperatures just staying put over the next 7 days, mostly in the 50s over the next 7 days. And we'll have a couple days where we could hit like right at 60 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but otherwise we'll be in the 50s, and we'll keep it mostly below average for late October and early November. We'll have a couple more nights where we'll still be concerned with the frost and freeze potential for lower elevations. So remember, what we're looking for is where those overnight lows are 32 degrees or colder. Pendleton, Hermiston, Tri-Cities, the Valley, so Ellensburg, Yakima, Sunnyside, all those locations will have to take the steps to protect the outdoor pets, plants, and the plumbing. That's for tonight. Then for tomorrow night, looks like the overnight lows in essence are exactly the same. Otherwise, we are, of course, tracking those showers that are wrapping up for this morning. Then that next round of rainfall for Halloween into Saturday. I'll have a lot more to say about that one coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:14. Turning now to a consumer alert, as it seems like every year we hear those Halloween warnings about checking your kids' candy before they dig in.
And while it might sound like a familiar reminder this year, police say there's a very real reason to take a closer look. So across several states, children have gotten sick after accidentally eating candy laced with drugs.
Now authorities are sounding an alarm over possible tricks hidden in those treats. ABC's Perry Russum reports.
Police are urging parents to be extra vigilant this Halloween when checking the packaging of the candy their kids get.
I saw the ambulance truck come up to the school. I was like, what's going on over there?
Near Sacramento, California, several third graders got sick after eating candy later found to contain THC, the active ingredient in marijuana. The school principal says the packaging closely resembled regular candy, and the student who brought it to school had no idea what it actually was.
Today's candies that come from dispensaries looks exactly like the candy that you would buy in a grocery store.
A police department in Michigan warning in addition to weed candy, other counterfeit candy contains psilocybin mushrooms.
We thought to ourselves, wow, if a group of trained investigators looked at this and didn't pay any attention, what's your average kid going to do on Halloween? And we just felt we wanted to get this message out there to parents and children to be vigilant this Halloween season.
Authorities in Arkansas showing these examples of illegal candy-like products still sold in convenience stores. Police say the brands shown here are not behind the counterfeit products. A spokesperson for the National Confectioners Association saying the theft of intellectual property by cannabis companies is egregious. With consumer safety as our top priority, we advocate for common sense regulations to ensure cannabis-containing edibles are viewed as distinct from confectionery products.
Look for unusual symbols, unusual odors, anything that may indicate this isn't normal. And if you're a child and you're not sure what you have, go to an adult.
Police also reminding parents to keep marijuana edibles locked up and away from kids.
And with so many kids planning to trick or treat this week, for parents, a few extra seconds checking that candy could make all the difference.
And then you can also take the ones out that you like.
Yeah.
You know, just say, hey, like, I gotta check your candy, and then
there you go, Reese's peanut butter cup.
Get a couple of your treats too, yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We're talking about the weather as we get closer to the weekend and Halloween on Friday. Giving you a live look outside right now at 517 from our Apple Valley studios right here in Kennewick. We're seeing some wet and windy conditions as you head out the door this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colworth is going to break it all down for you after the break.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Upgrade your kitchen with the spacious LG refrigerator with its innovative cooling technology and generous storage capacity. Keep your food fresher for longer while enjoying the modern design that complements any kitchen decor. The Smart ThinQ technology allows you to control and diagnose your refrigerator from your smartphone. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the D.
Kraken, Rangers. Coverage begins at 7, Saturday on MeTV.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
SDCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, click on Volunteers Count under the Contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We are tracking this atmospheric river that is quickly racing off towards the east and quickly moving out of our region. So what I did is I tracked the back edge of the rainfall and sort of timing out when we're expecting things to dry out. So Benton City 529, Richland 541, Kennewick 554, Hermiston 557. So that's a rough estimation, give or 5 to 10 minutes to either side, but that's what we're thinking is this is quickly racing off towards the east at about 45 miles per hour. So rain wrapping up for this morning. We'll go ahead and show that to you with Futurecast radar. Now by 8 this morning could have a few leftover showers for the Blues and for the foothills, but after that looking much drier, also looking like there's going to be plenty of sunshine out there, at least for lower elevations. Now into the afternoon could be a few additional showers up in the Cascades, but otherwise we're looking at a pretty dry day. Of course, you can track all the rainfall this morning from your phone by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. That interactive radar feature is going to come in quite handy, not only for this morning, but also for Friday night for some of those trick-or-treating plans. We will get to that in just a second. First, here's some of the rainfall totals for the rest of the system. Maybe 0.1 inches for the Bluefoot Hills of Walla Walla County. It does not look like we're going to get that much, unfortunately. But the good news and the bad news kind of catch-22, but it's that we have another storm system into Friday, which is Halloween, and then those rain chances going up for Halloween night into Saturday. Additional storm systems for next week. We're going to hand wave that for now, and we'll talk about this storm system for Halloween and Saturday, as this is looking like overall a wetter storm system, but not very much for lower elevations. Yakima, Sunnyside, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, just to name a few places, but they're going to struggle to pick up 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. Now, definitely a lot more in the Cascades, around 2 inches. Not expecting any snow for a Cascade passes. The snow level is probably just going to be a little bit too high. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry Wednesday and Thursday, a small shower chance during the day on Friday, then slightly wetter Halloween night into Saturday. In Yakima, cool and sunny today, more clouds tomorrow, then rain chances picking up Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, bright and cool for the next couple days, then also trending wetter Halloween and Saturday. For Hermiston, dry for Wednesday and Thursday, then maybe a string of days with shower chances from Friday through Tuesday. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain likely this morning, but likely drying out by mid-morning. A break for Thursday, then rain chances resume after that.
All right, well, sticking to weather this morning, we are getting an up-close look at the power of Hurricane Melissa, the most powerful storm on Earth so far this year. Take a look at some of the video we're seeing.
Now you're seeing video of crews as they fly directly into the eye of the storm, and that's to measure its wind speeds and pressure.
Wow.
Melissa reached Category 5 strength early Monday, packing winds well over 160 miles per hour, sustained.
Yeah, now the U.S. isn't expected to see direct impacts, but forecasters say rough surf, dangerous rip currents, all likely along the East Coast as Hurricane Melissa continues to move through a destructive course this morning. It hit Jamaica really hard, making its way now continuing up through the islands. So we're keeping a close eye on that and the developments coming out of the area that is being hit right now. So stay tuned for more there.
And keep it here, because coming up next, from mystery in London to a hospital sitcom revival and also Hall of Fame worthy performances, we've got all the latest from Hollywood coming up in your entertainment headlines right after the break.
It's Mattress Depot USA's November sales event.
Meaning no money down and no interest for up to 3 years on our best-selling mattresses.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
we wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tundra for just $479 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We are primed for an SEC showdown.
The SEC on ABC, Saturdays.
Saturdays on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Orthopedic Center. This is how we care.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. If it's time for new outlets, lighting, or panel replacement, we do it all. Be sure your home's electrical system is safe and functioning properly with a safety inspection. Save now on any electrical repair. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
This Halloween, some of my favorite snacks are going as monsters, like these 2 Monster Tacos, the Monster Churro, and the Monster Mozzarella Stick. Me, I'm going as a super successful CEO. Try them for a mini $3 each. Get so much more for under $4. Welcome to Jock in the Box.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Kraken, Rangers. Coverage begins at 7, Saturday on MeTV.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez are heading to London for another murder mystery.
I love it so much. And also the beloved sitcom Scrubs now has a pulse.
Very nice. Well, plus a Hollywood icon is celebrating a birthday today. It's showtime. So here's Melissa Dawn with what's happening in Hollywood.
They say it's accidental?
So we just assumed murder.
We're getting more Only Murders. Hulu confirms that Only Murders in the Building is coming back for a 6th season. The popular mystery comedy series will be heading to London for its next season. The show stars Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez, and has taken home 8 Emmy Awards. Hulu is owned by Disney, the parent company of ABC News. And ABC has announced a Scrubs revival. The TV sitcom about the medical staff at Sacred Heart Hospital, which first premiered in 2001 and ended in 2010, is coming back for back-to-back episodes next year on February 25th. And you know her from Beetlejuice, Heathers, and more recently, Stranger Things. Winona Ryder is celebrating a birthday today. She's 54. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Dawn, ABC News.
She's been in so many great movies.
I know. It's hard to believe that she's
one of
54, even though she's been around forever.
I know.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Edward Scissorhands, my favorite.
Ah, yep, that was a good one too. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 5:30 half hour, federal funding cuts could impact health care for thousands right here in Washington. Coming up, our very own Monique Garcia takes a deep dive into what's being done to keep clinics open.
And the Sunnyside City Council race is heating up ahead of Election Day. After the break, we'll tell you who's running and what's exactly at stake. All that's coming up in your next half hour, but first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, a new bipartisan bill is seeking to ban minors from using AI chatbots. The legislation in the Senate calls for AI companies to verify the ages of all users by requiring them to upload a photo ID. The move comes as safety advocates sound the alarm on the impact of chatbots on kids. And YouTube is expanding its age restriction policy in an effort to keep content with graphic violence away from children. The update will prevent accounts of users under 18 from watching video game scenes with mass violence, especially involving realistic human characters. Finally, Bored is being called the first ever face-to-face game console. Its creator also came up with The Mirror Fitness system, they say it combines the best of traditional board games and video games. It comes with 12 games installed. Price starts at $500. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Perry Russo.
Amica Insurance is proudly customer owned. We know what keeps you going, and we work harder to protect it. Visit amica.com today.
Kellogg's cereal. Grain, sugar, salt, malt. That's it. Plus vitamins and minerals. Oh, and ice cold milk.
Keep that shower fresh feeling all day with Dove Antiperspirant. 72-hour sweat and odor protection, powered by ProCeramide technology. Visibly healthier, smoother skin for arm-raising confidence. Dove 72-hour protection, underarm skincare.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
What do you got for us today?
National Hermit Day. A day to de-stress by spending time on your own. Bye, guys.
Yeah. See ya.
Man, that's like 5 out of the 7 days of the week for me.
Oh, stop. It is not.
It can be like that with the schedule.
Yeah, you can hole up a little bit, huh? Especially on a rainy, windy.
Perfect weather for holing up.
Yeah, circadian rhythm,
day.
forget about it. 5 a.m., 5 p.m., what's the difference?
Yeah, have pasta right after the newscast.
Yeah.
You know what I like?
That. Pizza?
Salmon.
Salmon after, okay.
Isn't it? I know it sounds weird.
No, it's not weird to us.
I love like cold salmon in the morning.
Not like warm salmon, no?
Like a salmon Caesar.
Okay, yeah.
Well, salmon.
That's my Hermit Day meal.
Salmon, like the water, which is falling from the sky right now. So that's how we bring it back full circle. Okay, here are our big weather stories. Rain mostly wrapping up this morning, so that's the bad news for the salmon. But the good news is that rain coming back for Halloween into Saturday. High temperatures staying put in the 50s for the most part for lower elevations over the next 7 days. And then we'll have that frost and freeze potential over the next couple nights. Okay, this big band of, you could call it an atmospheric river, but this big band of rain is moving off towards the east at about 45 miles per hour. So tracking the back edge of this, we're expecting all of this to wrap up around 540 for Richland, 550 for Kennewick, 552 for, well, it says the Tri-Cities there, and then 555 for Hermiston. So give or take 5 to 10 minutes, but this is wrapping up within the next half hour. Okay, current wind speeds, your current wind gust up around 40 miles per hour for White Pass. The gusts not as strong in the Blue Mountains, but we're not seeing this down in lower elevations. We'll continue to track the gusts throughout the rest of this morning. Current temperatures in the 40s for lower elevations. Your CoCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Heavy jacket weather for this morning, light jacket weather for the rest of the day, as we'll end up around 60 with plenty of sunshine eventually. I'll take you on that zone by zone tour of this Wednesday forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with a health alert as Planned Parenthood clinics across the U.S. are facing challenges due to the passing of the domestic spending bill earlier this year.
Apple Valley News Now's reporter Monique Garcia looked into how this is affecting clinics in our local neighborhood. And while there is a safety net in place, it may not last long.
The Big Beautiful Bill is impacting Planned Parenthood by removing Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood clinics nationwide. This leaves it up to individual states to find their own funds to ensure that patients on Medicaid can continue receiving the services from these clinics. Carl Eastland, CEO of Planned Parenthood of Greater Washington and North Idaho, says that Governor Ferguson has put a safety net in place to try and keep these programs going, but it may not last.
Governor Ferguson did go ahead and provide 1 year of what we call Medicaid backfill support. And so our patients who are on Medicaid can still come to our clinics and receive services and receive support. And that's again, because of what Governor Ferguson has done. So right now, we're not facing any funding shortfalls locally. But that is something that we're worried about ahead. We know this has been only a one-year promise from Governor Ferguson.
Eastland says that while the abortion services are vital to them, the services they provide go far beyond that.
From basic birth control screenings, STI screenings, basic preventive care. We're doing actually a lot of pre-diabetes treatment for patients right now. So we do so much more than that as well. But I think it's important that both things are understood and highlighted. There's nothing wrong with providing abortion, and we're really proud to do it because it's so important to have that service available in our communities.
Due to cuts affecting neighboring states, Eastland says they've seen an increase in out-of-state patients coming to Washington.
We've seen a significant increase in patients from Idaho. So we see patients driving as far from Boise up to the Kennewick Clinic. We've always seen patients from North Idaho coming across to our clinics in either Walla Walla, Pullman, or Spokane Valley.
Eastland adds they've seen people travel from as far as Texas, Georgia, and Florida to get health care at Planned Parenthood locally. If state funding is not renewed by its expiration date next summer, Eastland warns clinics may be forced to shut down. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
We turn now to Your Voice, Your Vote. The general election is next Tuesday.
And in Sunnyside, one city council member is looking to retain her seat. Vicky Frosto is with District 3, and she says that she's running again because there's still more work to do, like revitalizing downtown Sunnyside.
And one thing she says she's accomplished is lobbying at the legislature level to bring back $1.3 million for capital funds for infrastructure funding. And this is to help the downtown area, the swimming pool, and soccer fields.
Now, if reelected, she wants to work on strengthening city partnerships.
Start strengthening relationships with the school district, with the Sunnyside Port, with existing nonprofits or other agencies that provide resources to the community. Imagine what we can do if we can come together and really strategically build out a vision for Sunnyside and what it could look like even within the next 5 years.
Running against Frosto is Luis Ochoa, and we did reach out to him, but have yet to hear back.
Remember to get your ballots in by 8 p.m. on November 4th at that ballot drop-off box if you haven't sent them in already.
And coming up next, we're meeting a puppy with ears made for adventure. The Benton Franklin Humane Society is introducing us to Ash this morning. That's coming up in your Operation Best Friend segment, and we'll show you where you can meet her in person along with other pups, and it's for a special ribbon cutting ceremony. All the details are coming up after the break.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthai Group Cross Country Mortgage.
It's a shifting gears Halloween, revealing his deepest fears.
Join me in bed. I forgot to put out milk and cookies for the great pumpkin.
New Shifting Gears tonight on ABC.
What makes New unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question. I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Check out our new location in Kennewick or come see us in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Right now, US Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
In the heart of Yakima Valley, a battle is brewing. 13 times they have battled, and 13 times legends were born. Now, the legacy continues as Clinch Fight Club returns to Legends. Saturday, November 8th, witness a night of heart-pounding action as the area's toughest warriors step into the cage. The lights go down and the energy explodes inside Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Get your tickets today at legendscasino.com. Clinch Fight Club 13. Don't miss it.
For 50 years, the 3 best words in the morning.
Good morning, America!
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. They won't let me out of here. Good morning, America.
Monday morning, it's time to celebrate our big birthday on
Good Morning, America.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, going to be in the mid-50s in the Kittitas Valley, a little bit breezy here. And then in the Yakima Valley, we'll have light winds, plenty of sunshine for today, highs getting into the mid to upper 50s. For the lower Columbia Basin, some of us touching 60 degrees. Going to be breezy, those gusts out of the west and southwest between 20 to 25 miles per hour. And then for the Blue Foothills, of course, we're going to continue to see some rainfall here up until about, I'd say, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. After that, we should dry things out. And it's going to take a little bit longer in the Blue Mountains. High is going to be in the 40s and 50s for the Blue Mountains, but mid to upper 50s, perhaps even some low 60s for the foothills. Okay, high temperatures going to stay steady over the next 7 days, mostly in the 50s. In fact, in the Yakima Valley, we will keep it exclusively in the 50s. Could have a few days where we touch right at 60 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but you see overall a below average forecast for the end of October and the beginning of November. A couple more nights where we'll have to deal with that frost and freeze potential as we're looking at overnight lows that are going to be around 32 degrees. So we'll see that in the basin and the valleys for portions of the foothills. And for tomorrow, overnight lows look like they're going to land around the same territory. So, of course, just be sure to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing for both those nights in the aforementioned areas. Okay, rainfall wrapping up for this morning, but another round in Halloween and Saturday. I'll talk about how that could maybe impact trick-or-treating plans coming up in a few minutes.
All right, it is that time again for Operation Best Friend.
And this week, the Benton Franklin Humane Society is introducing us to Ash. She's a 12-week-old terrier mix who's been waiting for over 70 days for her new family.
She's playful, loves car rides, and would be the perfect fit for an active family. Plus, a possum event that promises to leave tails wagging.
Here's Jennifer to introduce us to the lady of the hour, Ash.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm with the Benton Franklin Humane Society, and this is Ash. Ash is a 12-week-old female terrier mix, and she has been at the shelter for 75 days as of today. She is extremely playful, as all puppies should be, and she loves to ride in the car, and she has great puppy manners. But of course, like all puppies, she will need someone who's caring and patient with her as she learns to navigate the world and learn all those puppy manners that she needs to be a great canine citizen. Ash needs a family that's active. She will be a great cuddler and will like to be indoors and outdoors. If you do a lot of activities outside, she will be a great companion. She should be a medium-sized dog, we believe, so that will be great for a family with children. You can tell she has big ears, and so she's ready for big adventure. And I'd like to invite you to join us November 20th. We will be at the ProMade Homes ribbon cutting ceremony at the Columbia Shores property in Pasco, and hopefully you guys will come out and enjoy their event and get to meet some of the dogs that we have available, like Ash.
What a teeny tiny little cutie.
The cutest, the little hoppy, jumpy, skippy that she does. All the little puppy energy. So cute.
And she could be yours.
Yeah, and usually terriers, they have those dark brown eyes, but she had the lighter eyes.
Eyes. Oh.
Pretty little thing. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And of course, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, the guy to my right, as we give you a live look outside from our Brightmark camera in Yakima. 7:34 a.m. is sunrise. That is 2 minutes later than yesterday.
Why?
I know. The days get shorter, but
hey, they start to get longer
gets shorter.
in a couple months.
Yeah, thanks for that. All right, 5:45 is your time now. We're back after the break.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
So it cooks.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Are you an energy worker receiving home health care? Don't settle. It's time to choose better care. At CNS Cares, our local nurses provide reliable care you can count on. Your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
My first provider made a lot of promises. CNS Cares has delivered.
Find out why more families are switching to CNS Cares. Visit cnscares.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track this band of rainfall moving off towards the east. The band itself is moving to the east at about 45 miles per hour. So I tracked the back edge of this, a lot of different points popping up on the screen. But you see Kennewick, this is going to end within, the next couple minutes or so. And then Umatilla, 550, Fletcher, Davis, 550 as well. So this is going to take a little bit longer to clear out for the Blue Foothills, but this is just now wrapping up for the lower Columbia Basin. Okay, so like you just saw, rain mostly wrapping up for this morning. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar. 8 in the morning, still dealing with maybe a few showers for the Blue Foothills and mountains. After that, looking much drier, not just much drier, but for lower elevations, a lot of sunshine. It's going to end up being a beautiful day. Now, into the afternoon, maybe a few showers for the Cascades, but again, the rest of the day should be pretty dry. You can track all this yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. That interactive radar feature range are not just going to come in handy for this morning, but especially for Friday night with some of those trick-or-treating plans. And we'll talk about some of those rain chances in just a second. But first, the rainfall we're expecting for the rest of this morning, and then maybe with some of those showers into this afternoon. You see not much. 0.2 inches for Dayton. That's the only place on the map that even breaks a 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. There's that next storm system, like I've already talked about, for Halloween, into Halloween night, into Saturday. Some more storm systems lined up for next week. We're going to hand wave that for now. We're going to focus in on this one for Halloween and Saturday. Yes, some trick-or-treating plans could be impacted. That's the bad news. The good news is that it doesn't look like the night's going to be a total wash. In fact, for the entirety of the storm system, Yakima, Sunnyside, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, all those places are going to struggle to pick up a 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. But some very beneficial stuff up in the Cascades. Not expecting much snow at pass level 2. So here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry Wednesday and Thursday, a small shower chance during the day on Friday, then slightly wetter Halloween night into Saturday. For Yakima, cool and sunny today, more clouds tomorrow, then rain chances picking up Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, bright and cool for the next couple days, then also trending wetter Halloween and Saturday. For Hermiston, dry for Wednesday and Thursday, then maybe a string of days with shower chances from Friday through Tuesday. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain likely this morning, but likely drying out by the mid-morning. A break for Thursday, then rain chances resume after that.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:51. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning, starting where a man wanted in multiple stolen vehicle cases is now behind bars this morning. And it happened after a wild chase near the Tri-Cities airport yesterday afternoon, and our crews were there. Take a look at the video on your screen. Pasco police say the suspect used a stolen car to ram police cruisers, a port truck, and even a snowplow before being boxed in at a warehouse. The suspect was taken to the hospital to be cleared before being booked, and police say luckily no officers were seriously hurt.
And 2 cars crashed through a fence at Columbia Park after a chaotic chase that started as a domestic dispute. This happened yesterday. Washington State Patrol say the driver of a Mustang followed a white Jetta across town before both vehicles lost control off Highway 240. Troopers say a stolen gun was found at the scene, and one passenger from the Jetta was arrested after allegedly pointing the weapon. The driver of the Jetta was taken to the hospital and could face charges once the investigation wraps up.
And staying on the roadways, Pasco, of course, growing faster than ever. Now the city is updating their traffic rules to keep up. Some new developments will now pay traffic impact fees to help fund road improvements, stoplights, and turn lanes. City leaders say it's all a part of a plan to make sure that streets stay safe and efficient as neighborhoods continue to expand. Officials hope that the new policy balances growth with smoother commutes for everyone in the community.
And a Richland High School senior has earned one of the nation's top honors for youth. It's the Congressional Gold Medal. 17-year-old Marjorie Bunch completed over 800 hours of service. That includes volunteering at local shelters and mentoring at summer camps. She also competed in sports and explored the Pacific Northwest as part of her award requirements. Teachers say her dedication and growth are inspiring, and Marjorie isn't slowing down. She's got swim districts up next.
And take a look at this cutie, Ash, a 12-week-old terrier mix at the Benton Franklin Humane Society, waiting for a forever home now for over 70 days. This playful pup loves car rides, has a great puppy manner, and is ready for a family who's patient and active. Ash would make a perfect companion for both indoor cuddles and outdoor adventures, and she's expected to grow into about a medium-sized dog, ideal for kids. You can meet Ash and other adoptable pets at the promoted Homes ribbon cutting event on November 20th. That's going to be at the Columbia Shores in Pasco. In your national headlines this morning, South Korea rolled out the red carpet for President Donald Trump, greeting him with the gold crown replica and awarding him the nation's highest honor, the Grand Order of Munghwa. And his visit marks the final stop on an Asia tour that's also included Malaysia and Japan, with trade talks expected. And that's alongside South Korean President Lee Jae-myung and China's President Xi Jinping. Trump was escorted into the country by South Korean warplanes and even greeted by a military band playing YMCA. The visit wraps with a dinner attended by several Asia-Pacific leaders, all ahead of the upcoming APEC summit. In your business headlines at 5:54, there's a new place to find information on the internet courtesy of Elon Musk. It's called Grokpedia, which is his version of Wikipedia. The articles that can be found on Grokpedia are written by Grok AI, which Musk says will provide, quote, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. The style and layout of Grokpedia is similar to its predecessor with one major difference: size. While Wikipedia has more than 7 million articles, Grokpedia has only 800,000, at least for now.
In your health headlines this morning, the fourth living person in the U.S. to receive a genetically modified pig kidney has had the organ removed. So after a record 271 days, Tim Andrews of New Hampshire had the organ taken out Thursday, and this is due to a decline in kidney function. The 67-year-old received the life-changing transplant in January, and Andrews will now return to dialysis and remain on the waiting list for a human kidney transplant. Later this year, Mass General Brigham Hospital in Boston plans to do another pig-to-human kidney transplant.
And in your sports headlines this morning, World Series is all tied up at 2 games apiece after the Blue Jays bounced back in Game 4 with a 6-2 win over the Dodgers. Toronto setting the tone early, stringing together hits to build a lead they never gave up. Their pitcher kept LA in check, holding the Dodgers to just 4 hits through 6 innings after an 18-inning marathon loss in Game 3. The Jays answered with the energy and execution, guaranteeing the series will head back to Toronto for Game 6.
Trending this morning, and it's a wild one, a truck hauling research monkeys from Tulane University to a testing facility overturned in Jasper County just yesterday.
Yeah, authorities say 21 monkeys were on board when the truck crashed. Sheriff's office says 5 monkeys that escaped have, quote, been eliminated.
Oh. Whoa.
I saw this yesterday. It's insane.
But one monkey is still on the loose,
Aye, aye,
and
aye.
people are being urged not to approach it as officials work to safely track it down. Oh.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, is what I want to say. But that is going to be
a thing.
Everybody's circus.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's a situation.
That's bananas, you could say.
You could.
I could say that as well.
Would you?
Gwen Stefani could too.
Jessica beat me to it. So.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up at our 6 o'clock hour, Christmas spirit is already in full swing in Toppenish. At 6, we're going to see how volunteers are making sure every child gets a gift this holiday season.
And a brand new Dr. Seuss adventure is on the way. Coming up, we'll find out how the Cat in the Hat is helping kids sing and learn all 50 states just in time for America's 250th birthday. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Ooh. Anything exciting with the weather?
I feel like I should say it in rhyme to honor Dr. Seuss. This morning's forecast is no pain, but there will be a little bit of rain. That was really lame.
I loved it.
It's wrapping up.
You did so good.
Thank you so much. And then we have another round of some rainfall into Halloween and Saturday. I'll talk about that. Less rhymes this time coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
You just rhymed.
You did it again.
No!
You did it again.
Unintentional.